The faces of the latest men to be jailed for historic grooming and sexual abuse of young girls in Rotherham. 5 men were sentenced at Sheffield Crown Court today for a total of 63 years. One, sentenced to 10 years behind bars, can't be named for legal reasons. Meanwhile, 38-year-old Abid Sadiq was described by the judge as a cunning, determined sexual predator. The longest sentence of 24 years in prison was handed down to 40-year-old Aftab Hussain. The men had targeted schoolgirls under the age of 16, plying them with drugs and alcohol, often threatening them with violence if they refused sex. During the 6-week trial, the court was told that the girls referred to the places where they were abused as hotspots. They were brought for casual sex to Boots Alleyway, to Clifton Park, to the bus station, and also here to the railway station. The National Crime Agency brought the prosecutions as part of Operation Stovewood, investigating cases of historic child abuse in Rotherham.
We are very pleased with the sentences that are handed down at the Crown Court today. I think they appropriately reflect the serious nature of the criminal activity that has happened, and this criminal activity has really marred the childhood and adult life of a number of victims, so we're very pleased.
The judge in the trial, Michael Slater, said he was quite satisfied the relevant authorities were well aware of the way vulnerable teenagers in Rotherham were being targeted for sexual exploitation more than a decade ago. He described it as a lamentable state of affairs, saying the authorities at the time were at best totally ineffectual and at worst wholly indifferent. Comments welcomed by one prominent campaigner.
Well, yeah, but I already knew that anyway. You know, we've lived it, been there, done it, got the T-shirt. And the sad thing is that it's still happening. There's still agencies are failing children and families. And I think that agencies are trying to paint this big picture of, oh, well, things are a lot better now, we've learnt from his mistakes. Well, they're not learning from their mistakes because they're still failing people.
Your thoughts about the men who've been sentenced today?
They disgust me. I think they're cowards, they're weak, they're pathetic, and they're where they belong.
2 more men are yet to be sentenced, and the National Crime Agency is continuing its investigations, urging anyone who's been a victim of historic sexual abuse in Rotherham to come forward. Ian White, BBC Look North, Rotherham.